Well, the Peach Orchard event is finally here, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video is every 24 hours, if you have any of these things in your inventory, they're gonna automatically sell themselves. So the way this is gonna work is you're gonna see 16 things on the screen here, and you can plant 16 seeds. Once these things go and are planted, there's going to be a timer of when these things can be harvested. And they're gonna range from 8 hours to 4 hours to 10 minutes to 5 minutes. Now, if you want to, you can speed up this harvest process by using the dew water, which I don't think we need to worry about those 5 and 10 minute ones, but the 8 hours and 4 hours are definitely something that you might want to use these things for. Once these things are all ready to go, you can harvest them, and now you can go and take them and sell them if you want to. Like I said, the game will automatically sell these after 24 hours, but you can actually go in and pick the best price for these things. But as you can see here, each one of these sell prices is going to have a color backed behind it. Think of it as a rarity. And there's 5 different rarities. We have white, green, blue, purple, and orange. Orange obviously being the best, consider it a legendary, but that's going to give the highest multiplier for the sell price. And as you can see in the bottom, this is going to change every 2 hours inside your shop and all of your guildmate shops. So just because you're seeing one in the white or the gray there, I should say, doesn't necessarily mean that your guildmate doesn't have one sitting in a purple or an orange. But be careful when you're going to sell these, because even if you have a good price or a bad one, there might be a better price down below. And no matter what, you are always going to be listed as the first one. The second one, however, for all your guildmates, they'll range the best price all the way down to the bottom. So all you really got to look at is really the top 2 of them and decide which one's going to be the better price. You'll see the unit price, and depending on how many you have, and then inside the green cell one will be the multiplication of that unit cell versus how many of these things you have. Now the Shell Peach and Zion Peach, the 2 that are sitting at the top, these are both going to have a standard regular trade of 50 tickets. In the Zion Fruit down the bottom left, that will also be 50 tickets, but it's going to be 50 gold tickets. In the Era 3, the 2 in the middle and the one down the bottom right, those are typically going to have a set rate of 150 tickets. Now when it comes to those actual rarities we talked about, the white, green, blue, purple, and orange, this is going to add a multiplier onto those 50 or 150. So the white's pretty garbage, giving a 0.3 to 0.8, actually reducing the price, and then the actual green one there is going to do the same of 0.82 times 1. Big money is going to come in when you see the blue, purple, and orange. Blue is going to give a 1 to 1.5 times, the purple will give a 1.5 to 2.5 times, and then finally the orange will give a 2.5 to 3 times. So figure the best price you're going to see on these 150 ones are going to be 450 for the trade-in value. And then the 3 that were only 50 tickets, the top 2 and bottom left, the best we're going to see out of one of those is 150 tickets. So just know, if you have some purple or oranges out there, even if it is one of those lower 50 ticket value ones, you still might want to hang on to it, because your guildmates can actually come over to your shop and sell their stuff there. You won't lose anything, don't worry, but it's a way that they can get more prices or more tickets for their goods. So if you don't like the prices you're seeing in the shop, you can go and watch an ad to refresh it. You can also use these refresh tickets, but I'd probably say it's a best case scenario to wait till that last hour or 2, or actually probably wait till about 2 hours and 5 minutes before a reset, go and do a refresh, see what's going to happen, what you can sell, and then you'll get that one final refresh within that last 2 hours. And if you are sitting on something good, might not be a bad idea to go into guild chat and say, hey, I've got an orange ticket on this one here, you might want to go and sell your goods at my shop. It does look like there's some ranking rewards on this that you can go and collect some gems depending by your ranking. And luckily for us, they were generous enough to go and allow us to use gems to purchase a bunch of these things, up to 320,000 worth of gems in order to do so. So feel a little stupid going and pulling on wishings the past couple of days saying, yeah, I got 100,000 gems, I should be good enough, but turns out looks like I need a little more. Now the missions on this are all pretty straightforward, our usual ones we typically do. Do your raids, do your arena, go and log in every day, make sure you're opening some chests, all the things we typically see. Shouldn't have any trouble getting that, but that will give you a bunch of goodies to help in this event, so make sure you get them all done. As far as the in-game purchases, they do have some packs with the Hydra Poison Arrow and also the Lava Golem. I do not believe that this Lava Golem is going to get thrown into the wishing rotation, so if this is something you really want, you might want to either spend for it or make sure it's one of the items that you're exchanging, because you can cash in 5 of these things. But I'm not so certain about the Hydra Poison. Maybe we might be seeing this get pulled from the gem chest, but still one of those things, never could hurt to have an extra one of these collectibles. However, the big thing is going to be these 3 artifacts that got added in here. Now I just want to stop right here, because as cool as this Phoenix Wing purple gold crown looks, you probably want to avoid this and try to go for the artifacts. Yes, this is going to be a limited time thing. I mean, unless you're sitting on a ton of these tickets, I would say grab this thing because it does look pretty awesome, but still there's so many other things in here that if you don't get these artifacts this time, you're going to have to wait a month before you have the chance to get them again. But as we expected, all 3 of them are in there. The 2 X's and the flying knife. Might actually go for the skill axe on this one so I can bounce back and forth between Whisperer and the other one, but I might just grab one of each just for testing purposes. There is also some S-grade chests in there and even a hero one too, and the one to go and upgrade our adventurer skill there. But make sure you're going over to the normal exchange where you can actually go and exchange some of these silver tickets in for gold tickets. Now just note they are only 100 gold tickets, and most of these big prizes are either 18,000 or 8,000, so it might not actually be a good chance to go and buy one of these things here. But just know that they're there. If you are a little bit short, wait till the last day. I think we get 3 extra days after this event's over to worry about doing exchanges in here, so just note that those are there if you need them. Remember, the big thing on this event is that refreshing of the shop every 2 hours and the refreshing and getting everything sold every time reset hits. So you really got to keep your eyes on these things, especially with these things being only 5 and 10 minutes for some of them. You might be watching this thing, be stuck glued to the screen, just kind of going and waiting for the best price. And really, like I said, best thing you can do is communicate with your teammates, say, hey, anybody got any good stuff on this? Who has what? Or even just go into the shop and sell it. But maybe if you're going to go and get ready to refresh your shop, let your teammates know so they can go and peek to see what the new rates are. Oh, and those ginseng fruits and spirit fruits there, those are going to be the hardest ones to actually get out of these seeds, so consider yourself lucky when you get them. You can actually see the drop rates by going and hitting the question mark up at the top here, and when you go into the sell page, you can hit the question mark there to pretty much see all those multipliers of the rarities. So I usually enjoy these style events, think they're a lot of fun. They do, like I said, make you look at your phone a whole bunch to get those best prices. But if you want to know everything inside this update and what everybody is arguing about right now with these artifacts, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.